Yes. As you looked over, assess your performance on Sunday.
I think there's a lot to improve on. We moved the ball pretty well as a unit, but there were certain points in the game where we didn't capitalize, and I thought if we could have, it would have made the game a lot closer than it was. So just got to keep building, keep improving. Personally sticking to my progressions and staying strong in the pocket. And just got to go back to work this week. We know we have potential. We know we can be a good offense, and we just got to work to go do it.
Did you know you were over the 400 mark? At what time, when you saw that stat, what did you think?
I didn't know until after the game. I guess it's cool, but we didn't score enough points. 16 points on the road in that environment's not going to get it done. And we know that, so we just got to work to get more points on the board and give our team a chance.
What kind of problems do the Broncos present you in particular?
Yeah, they obviously have two very good pass rushers and some pretty solid guys in the interior, and they're going to mix it up in their personnel and play some man coverage and just kind of mix things up for us. So we got to just be on our assignments. Just be ready to go. And the biggest thing, I think, is just focusing on us. If we work as a unit and focus on our assignments and how we execute, then I think we'll have a real great chance of winning.
Do you ever do any virtual simulation to practice against a pass rush during the season, or is that training camp stuff or preseason?
Not really. There is a virtual reality tool that is offered here, but I use it sometimes, but not too much. I think you'd say it's a different way to watch film, and it is pretty cool. There's certain things that I'll pick up on sometimes, but it's another tool offered here.
Have you done it at all over the last month?
A little bit, yeah. It's another way really to just review the game plan, and I think it's pretty interesting. You go in, you put the goggles on, and just kind of watch practice from the quarterback's view compared to just sitting and watching the your typical projector and stuff. So I think it's probably offered to a handful of teams, and different quarterbacks like it. Some do, some don't, and I feel like I'm kind of in the middle.
Nick, the NFL has had numerous backup quarterbacks through the years get a chance or a game or two, and then you never hear from them again. How do you feel about, in your 4 starts, the kind of impression you've made to make this a long career?
That's a good question. Who knows? To be honest, who knows? I try to leave a good impression every time I step on the field, and not just by how I play, but how I influence my teammates and the passion that I play with. And so obviously, I hope it's a good impression to really to myself. I just try to outdo myself every week, and that's kind of what matters.
How familiar are you with Case Keenum, and has his success in the NFL encouraged you at all as a fellow undrafted free agent?
Yeah, it definitely has. Being an undrafted guy, I've guess you could say done some research on different guys' paths and how they've made it, how they've stuck around in the NFL, and he's definitely a guy that I've looked at his path to see how he's gone. And so yeah, definitely. He's a great quarterback. He's earned everything that he's got in his career, and that's what I respect most about him. And he's a good player. He's doing a great job for them right now on their streak, and got a lot of respect for him.
But if I could pry, you said you've done some research on some undrafted guys. How do you go about doing that?
Just look up their paths of their careers. See the steps they take to improve their careers. And it's a long journey, so you never know how it'll play out. But yeah.
Who are some of those names, guys that you kind of like what you've seen about how they've gone about it?
A handful of guys. Guys who just got tryouts compared to, I'm always looking at certain things, that's more in the free time, just, so there's a handful of guys, I guess you could say. Nobody comes off the top of my head, to be specific.
You met Jeff Garcia yet?
Yeah, I have. I met him after the first game. Got a lot of respect for Jeff, man. He's awesome. I grew up watching him, actually. And I like the style of play that he played with. His energy, his passion, it's awesome. So, yeah, I was lucky enough to meet him.
What will it mean if you have Marquise back this week?
That's big time. Marquise obviously is a threat with his speed, but he's more than just a speed guy. He's a great receiver. He's made a lot of plays for us. And I think he brings good juice to the locker room. So, obviously, we just hope the best for him, the things that he's had to go through. But it's awesome to see him back in the building and out there in practice. We're pumped to have him back.
How have you seen Dante's play just improve the last few weeks?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been natural. I guess it's kind of the way I think it's just, natural development. He's focusing on a couple different things. He's getting in a lot better and just more comfortable. If you watch his confidence grow, the way he's, snatching the ball and accelerating upfield, I think that just comes with him playing more. And his confidence is definitely growing. And that's been awesome to see. It's a lot of fun to watch him make some big-time plays.
Matt Breed is not going to play this weekend. How will his absence affect the offense, and what have you seen from Jeff Wilson?
I think it's a next man up mentality. Jeff is even since Jeff got here. He was undrafted, and even since he got here, he's left a really solid impression on me. I think you can see it from day one the way he stepped in. He's done a great job of learning the offense, running, blocking, pass routes. He can do a little bit of everything. And once he got his opportunity, I think everybody saw how hard he runs. And that fires me up. You can, he brings it every carry that he's going to get. And so, I think Jeff is ready to step in and take that role on for sure.
That hard running style, is that something you can see in practice, or is that something that can only really be expressed in a real game?
I think we all knew that he had it, and that's how he, attacks the game. But I guess you could say he took those expectations to another level when he got his carries in the game, and it was awesome. I think the one play where he, kind of ran over that guy, really brought a lot of juice to the whole team. That was awesome to see, and he can definitely make a difference in this game.
Were you familiar with his game much in college?
Not really, to be honest. I think I was hurt and he was hurt when we played my senior year, so I had not really known much about him, but I saw he had a big-time senior year coming out, and it's always cool to see Conference USA guys do well, for sure.
Kyle mentioned the play where he ran over the guy, that maybe that kind of, jolted everyone and kind of got everyone like, okay, now we're ready. Mm-hmm. Was there a sense that was kind of a momentum shifter for you guys or whatever?
Yeah, you could say that. It was just awesome to see, man. Seeing guys bring that intensity and making plays like that. Coach Shanahan talks about you can be a leader in a lot of ways, whether it's a vocal leader, being a leader by your actions, or being a leader by the way you play. Whatever's going to make people better, that's being a leader. And on that play, Jeff was the leader of our team, and making people better around him by making that play that boosted our energy.
You're pretty critical of your performance in Seattle, but throwing for 414 yards in that stadium against that team is pretty tough. I mean, only 2 quarterbacks ever have thrown for more yards in that stadium against that coach. Were you pleased at all with your performance, or what did you think of the environment, having it be your first time up there?
Well, the environment was awesome. Yeah, it was so much fun to play in. I was telling some people after the game, that was really cool. It was. Definitely lives up to the reputation. But as far as throwing for the yards, I don't know. I guess I really didn't even realize it. And then at that point, it's not what matters. We lost. We didn't score touchdowns. And so there's a lot of things running through your head. And that was the biggest thing that was on my heart at that point is I just wish we could have scored more points. Obviously, you get the fumble call, which we all know how we feel about that. And then I think we had the ball, twice in the red zone and didn't come up. Obviously, the interception, which sucks. And so there's some different things where you just really wish you could have capitalized. And so, yeah.
That's good. All right. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.